G'day ladies and gentlemen, the Buttsman here, and here's a hypothetical for you. If you are at a bar, or you're on Tinder, or you see a lady across the way and she gives you this look, you know that she's interested in you, but there's one problem. She is fucking enormous. She's extremely obese. I'm not talking about a little bit of chub. I'm not talking about eating a snack pack or 2 or 3 the night before. If she comes over to you or slides into your DMs or messages on Tinder and says to you, "Hey mate, how you going? Can I sit on your face?" Which is an amazing line. Make sure you use it every time, ladies. It's just write it down right now. What are you called if you say no because she's overweight? I'll answer that for you right now. You're a bigot, you're a pig, you're a cis-white piece of shit, how fucking dare you, you piece of shit scum! Anyway, yeah, it makes you a chauvinist, it makes you sexist, it makes you a fat phobe, it makes you a horrible person because you turned her down because she lives in a bigger body.
Hey, bestie! You're wrong. Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking or wakes up early in the morning. But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. Okay, that's not nice. That's not a preference. If you lump all fat people in one group together as though they are not very different individuals, that's fatphobic. Just like lumping all black people in one group and saying, I don't like black people is racist.
You fucking retarded or something? That ain't fucking right.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, and you need to know this, if you're a man, you're not allowed to have a preference. Preferences are sexist, racist, and everything else. But, and here's the big fat but, if you're a lady and you see a big fat man on the other side of the room, a big fat fuck off man, and he's giving you the look, and he comes over and says, "Hey, can I go down on you?" And you say no because you're not attracted to him because he's the size of a house. I'll tell you what you are if you're a woman. You're brave, you're strong, you're powerful, you know what you want, you are a strong, independent, proud, brave fucking lady. Do you see the slight difference there? When it comes to fat phobia, it only affects women because fat women are powerful, beautiful, strong, and wonderful, and fat men are just fucking fat. It's one of the many reasons I have a problem with the body positivity movement. Now, before I go on with the actual reason I made this video, stick around for it. I just wanted to let you know this. This video is brought to you by Night Shift the movie. Available now on Amazon Prime. This is an absolute classic Australian film. Night Shift is a movie that I promise you will thoroughly enjoy. It's a great comedy. You'll be laughing the entire time. But it's more than just a comedy. It makes you think. You enjoy it. You can relate to some of the issues that people have in it, and by and large, the best part about it is it has a heart and a soul, and it'll make your belly laugh as well. Night Shift the movie is a story of 2 brothers, Des and Bobby, who ooze a bit of bogan, a little bit of ochre, and a healthy mix of ingenuity. Unfortunately, they lose their mother, a devastating moment for absolutely anyone, but with that, and on the back of that, they have a threat from the bank to take their family home because they've been unable to maintain the payments. The boys are then put between a rock and a hard place and forced to come up with answers and cash. What will they do? What would anyone do? Turn to a life of crime, of course. The problem is, they're bloody terrible at it. I really enjoyed this movie, and I tell you what, it gets 9.5 out of 10 bearded Buttsmans. It was a bloody great movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And by checking out the link down below and going and watching it now, you will be supporting the Australian indie film scene. And those guys, particularly after the Rona and all that type of stuff, they need our support. So go and get behind them. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear your favorite quote from the movie in the comment section below. Check out the link, and thank you very much to Night Shift the movie for sponsoring this video and bringing it to the people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is one place in everyone's home where they should be absolutely comfortable all the time. And that is the bedroom, the boudoir. It's a place for sleeping, for snoozing, for relaxing, for trying to see how many fucking golf balls you can fit in your foreskin. Well, maybe that's just me. But it's also the place where the sexy time happens. Now, when it comes to sexy time, if there's any virgins watching this, hello, you poor little things. It is a very intimate moment obviously. You both have to be very relaxed with one another. You need to make each other feel comfortable, all right? And that is very important. There is no time for shaming one another. Do not vag shame. Do not dick shame. Do not body shame. I've been dick shamed, and it broke my little moist heart. I was entering a lady once during the throes of passion, and I pushed one in, and she went like this. She went, ow! And I went, what's wrong? She said, sorry, it just hurt a little bit. And I said this, ladies and gentlemen. I said the dumbest thing I've ever said in my whole fucking life. I said, oh, is it too big? She laughed at me. She looked me deep into my soul and laughed at me. It broke my heart and I cried out of my penis. No, I didn't. No, not at all. I cried out of my fucking eyes.
Are you sweating out of your eyes?
No, I'm just crying. Thanks, I needed that.
Anyway, point being, we should all feel comfortable in the bedroom. And I found the perfect article all about this. And guess what? It was on fucking Vice again. Jesus Christ, these people have helped me out with the content recently. Fat phobia exists. And it's especially bad in the bedroom. A girl at uni asked me if I wanted to recreate Bruce Bogtrotter's scene in Matilda, where he's forced to eat the whole chocolate cake. This is a great scene. And honestly, what a great thing to do in the bedroom. Make your partner eat as much chocolate cake until they nearly spew. I guess the only people that are doing this are Germans. You think about the things they're fucking into. It goes pissing on each other, fart porn, and then Bruce Bogtrotter. When people hear the term fat phobia, many likely start to think of the run-of-the-mill jokes and jabs so often directed at folks in bigger bodies. What a whale, she's such a fat pig. Actually, when I think of fat phobia, I think of woke people who are too fucking lazy to lose weight. Fat phobia also is when fat people prepare to board an aeroplane. You gotta prepare, never knowing if it'll end up with them next to someone who verbally berates them for taking up too much space. Listen, none of that is nice, obviously. But there are other things that affect fat people too, and they aren't nice either. But if you're going to get on a plane or a bus and you're a size of 2 planes or 2 buses, obviously people are going to have the shits. Particularly if you're next to me. I'm 6'8", I don't fit in these fucking seats anyway. So if your lard is overflowing onto my lap, I'm either going to have a stiffy or a problem. They sound like the exact same thing.
Mark me down as scared and horny.
It can also show up in the bedroom though. From the person I nearly hooked up with who said, and this is marvellous, is it true that fat girls smell like cheeseburgers down there? It is true. It's also the worst Happy Meal of all time. Look, there's a toy inside. No, honey, it's Mummy's vibrator. The lady with the cheeseburger debacle went on to say, to a dude who told my friend to guide him in because I don't think I'll be able to find it through the flab. Now that's mean. But also, if there's a doona cover covering the vaginal entry and then it turns out not to be a doona cover, it's actually your fat guts, I think a lot of people are going to have an issue getting in there. Apparently some people have to deal with skinny men who fetishize fat women in the bedroom. I get it, everyone loves a jumpy castle. Why are you so serious, one man said. Fat people are supposed to be jolly. Okay, that's pretty mean. It's a completely different stratosphere from garden variety misogyny. Surely it's not this bad. Here's a text message that was involved in this article. I bet your boyfriend doesn't say, but I'll tell you anyway. Oh, it's a poem. How lovely. Fat chicks sweat and make a stank. Fucking from behind is rank. Ring the bell of smell. It's grand clang 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 o tang. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me back. Then he says this. You got anything else to contribute to the world other than a lot of fat ass gas? I feel that's a good question, actually. I think that should be on every COVID form when you walk into a new country or a new state and you tick it off. You go, have you had any cold and flu symptoms? No. Have you had any close contacts with people with coronavirus? No. Have you got anything else to contribute to the world other than fat ass gas? Yes. But maybe it's not just misogyny. Maybe these ladies just need to pick who they deal with better, rather than these fucking creeps on the internet. I had a one-night stand in my single years, and he told me he was safer on top. Hey, this guy knows OH&S. When I lost my virginity, I told the guy that I was nervous about him seeing me naked for the first time. He responded, don't worry, I won't look. Come on, even if she's gross, at least go. So this left me with a lot of questions. How do you actually have sex with a fat girl? Now, my first answer was have 30 beers. But then I thought maybe there's another answer to that. turns out the people to answer that is also Vice News with this. How to have sex with a fat girl. But there's more to this article than just talking about how to have sex. There's one hot tip that you all need to know, right? Are you ready? Write this down. Touch. I cannot stress this enough. The fupa. What is the fupa? Why don't skinnies have a fupa? Well, according to Urban Dictionary, a fupa is an acronym for fat upper pubic area. Yummo. But there's other definitions. The fat upper pussy area, the fat upper penile area, and my favourite by far, farting under pelicans' asses. Anyway, according to Vice News, this is how you have sex with a fat lady, and I quote, if you want to fuck me, fuck all of me. The hottest hookups are the ones that grab my belly like it's a third tit, which is actually the name of next year's comedy tour. Fuck me, Deb, we fucking ventured around some weird topics today, let me tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're overweight, people should be mean to you, but you can't expect everyone to find you attractive, okay? Even if you're fit, not everyone's going to make you feel like loved and wonderful, and not everyone's going to be attracted to you, and that's the way that life works. People have their preferences as you have your preferences. Don't be a fucking idiot and think everyone's going to love you just because you love your own body and you pretend that all that bullshit's real. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to let me know down below what you'd do to my fupa. Ladies and gentlemen, fucking don't worry about it. See you, bye.
Hit it, boys.
G'day, you good motherfuckers. How are ya?